Have you ever sensed what someone was about to say or experienced déjà vu, making you wonder if your mind is a step ahead of reality? The truth is, our brains are far more than memory storage. They're powerful prediction engines. Every moment, your brain processes a flood of information, compares it to past experiences, and makes educated guesses about what's coming next. This predictive ability is what allows us to move smoothly through life, avoid danger, and plan for the future. But anticipation isn't just about survival. It's deeply connected to imagination, creativity, and emotion. Neuroscience now suggests that in many ways, our brains are already living slightly ahead of the present, constantly preparing us for what might happen next. The concept of predictive coding explains how our brains don't just passively receive information. They actively generate models of what they expect to see, hear, and feel. When sensory input arrives, it's compared to these predictions. If things match, your brain saves energy by confirming its guess. If not, it updates its model to improve accuracy. This means your brain is running simulations of reality before reality even happens. For example, catching a ball relies on your brain instantly calculating speed and trajectory, allowing your body to react at just the right moment. Without this predictive power, even basic actions like walking or talking would be chaotic. Our brains are constantly anticipating, not simply reacting. Predict what's next. The brain leans heavily on memory. The hippocampus, famous for storing memories, also helps us imagine the future. Brain scans show that recalling the past and imagining future events activate the same regions. This means your brain rearranges bits of past experience to create mental simulations of what could happen next. That's why you can visualize an upcoming test, a conversation, or even an imagined version of your future self. Imagination is essentially your brain's prediction engine at work, combining memory, sensory input, and creativity to run what-if scenarios. This mental time travel is what lets us innovate, adapt, and dream beyond the present moment. Prefrontal cortex, located just behind your forehead, is the command center for planning, decision-making, and goal setting. It's also deeply involved in anticipation. When you make a plan, this part of your brain calculates possible outcomes, weighs options, and prepares for obstacles. But anticipation isn't purely logical. It's emotional too. The brain's reward system, especially the dopaminergic pathway, releases dopamine when you expect something exciting, not just when you receive it. This is why looking forward to a vacation can feel as rewarding as the trip itself. However, overactive prediction can lead to anxiety, as your brain tries to prepare for every possible outcome. Our emotions are closely tied to how accurately our brain predicts the world. Of course, the brain's predictions aren't perfect. Sometimes it fills in gaps too confidently, leading to false memories or assumptions. Under stress, the prediction system can misfire, exaggerating threats and fueling anxiety. In conditions like PTSD, the brain expects danger even in safe environments. The good news: we can train our brains to predict more effectively. Mindfulness and self-awareness help slow down reactive thinking, making anticipation more accurate. Learning new skills and practicing visualization exercises also refine the brain's internal model, improving predictive power. Ultimately, training your brain to predict is about preparing it to respond wisely to whatever comes next. Every second, your brain is living just ahead of reality. It takes about 100 milliseconds for sensory information to reach conscious awareness, so you're always experiencing the world slightly after it happens. To keep life feeling continuous, your brain predicts what's coming next, whether it's the next note in a song or your next step while walking. This seamless anticipation is what makes life feel smooth and coherent. In a sense, we are all time travelers, living between memory and imagination, between what was and what might be. The future doesn't surprise the brain. It's something it's been preparing for all along.